Today is the goddess of self-rejuvenation, which is exactly what I feel like I need today. I'm a little moody today. My collie shirt, I love it. It's my subtle protest, wearing shirts of the goddesses. I'm in the woods near my house. Funny enough, lived here for 11 years. And I've never been to this area that I'm in now. It's a very small area, but look at this gorgeous tree that I just came upon or was guided to. So I'm happy to be sitting here right now. It's kind of funny. It's close to the road, and I mean, it's a pretty quiet road, but it is still funny that if someone walks by or drives by, they might see me in here. But hey, what are you going to do? So the goddess of self-rejuvenation, and this goddess is 8 years old, right? That's what Shunya talked about. I'm in the middle of that talk right now, but I wanted to do this because I felt like I needed to, and I have some other things as the day goes on. I have to pick up Juliet, and then sound healing at the studio, and dinner and bed, and so it was time. It was time. Watching the leaves fall from the trees. Goddess of self-rejuvenation, childlike rebirth. I gotta breathe that one in today because I'm not feeling that. I feel like I'm in one of those moments, like a contraction before an expansion. Maybe some of you understand that feeling. And just allowing, right? Like allowing myself to be in this mood. And moods are not well received. Well, moods that aren't viewed as happy or joyful, they're not well received. So that's interesting. And I'm sure that's reciprocated from me when someone's not in a great mood. You know, oh, what's the matter? You know, I want everyone to be in a good mood. And that's kind of weird because that's not like a thing all the time. So the goddess of self-rejuvenation. I guess we might ask ourselves, what do we need to rejuvenate? Oh, yeah, that's sort of like a light bulby feeling for me. What do I need to self-rejuvenate? One thing I wanted to share from yesterday was after a couple hours after I sent out the video, I listened to the teaching from Shunya, and she was talking about the Divine Mother, Ma, right? And she spoke about people that have lost their mom. However you lose your mom, through death, through abandonment, through all the ways, or you don't have a connection, you've had issues, you know, there's not a strong positive relationship with your mom. And so if you consider yourself to not really have a mom, me being one of those, with my mom losing herself in psychosis 21 years ago, I've been motherless. And she said, how about those experiences without them, right? Or those experiences closed a door and opened a door to the Divine Mother, right? Without those experiences, oftentimes we don't open another door, which I think is true for many challenges in our lives. When we feel drawn or called to a spiritual or wisdom path, it's usually because we're seeking, right? We've been through something and we know that there's more. We know too that everything happens for a reason, and so we choose to listen to the guidance of our heart. So that was really comforting to me to hear that door was closed with a biological mother to open the door for the Divine Mother, and that feels really true for me. And I guess, yeah, there's a lot of reflection. Interestingly, I mean, this is a really personal share, but Josh was, he had read an article about where some research shows that there might be a promise for helping to cure schizophrenia, right? So some may say that my mom is schizophrenic. And it was through potentially injecting, I think, this chemical that we make that someone that's schizophrenic stops making. And so the voices that they hear, it's really like kind of the thoughts in their head, but they start to hear outside. And then apparently there's this injection that is showing promise to bring their auditory sense back. And I had like I haven't even talked to him about it. I'm talking to you first. An aversion to that, because I feel like, and it's still research process and all that, in the research phase, so it wouldn't happen anytime soon. But I thought, even if it did, there's not a lot of hope around my mom doing something like that, because she's basically unreachable, and she doesn't even want a visitor, never mind a medical procedure that, is something that she completely denies. So, yeah, that was yesterday, where we were the goddess of ignorance, right? Like, she was not the goddess of ignorance, but highlighting where we're still ignorant, where we still have work to do. And I spoke about that, and it definitely, that's one of my places that I'm working on now, is coming back around to have that conversation with Josh, to share my kind of emotional reaction to him innocently sharing that piece of information with me. So that was a highlight. I just was sort of cranky about it, and I've been a little cranky since. That was just last night, but today I'm a little cranky. And then, the self-nurturance goddess reminding us to look into the eyes of children that we might be around, and our pets, and that's nice. I'm looking forward to looking into Juliet's eyes and having that childlike connection, while also honoring whatever it is that, I'm experiencing, breathing into the feelings without trying to push them away. That's another big thing, is not pushing it away, just letting it be what it is. It will reveal itself, and I will learn. And so self-nurturance, and like I said, a light bulb kind of went off with that. Like, how can I nurture myself? Coming into the woods, that's nurturing for me. I've been eating nurturing foods. I've been taking a little more time for myself, quiet time, and reflecting, just giving myself permission to really be and accept myself with love and compassion. So I'm curious how those words are resonating with you, self-nurturance, and what you could do to really, not self-care, but self-nurturance, to breathe in that aspect of the Divine Mother, again, which is who you are, your being. And how can you integrate that into your practices, into your life, and start to feel maybe a little more light-hearted. Allow yourself to feel childlike, or to look into the eyes of, hello squirrel, your children or your animals or your loved ones. And even if they're older, maybe see their inner child, and I guess lighten up around however you're feeling, right? This is my advice to myself. Lighten up and allow. Lighten up and allow. Yeah. So that's what I got for you today. Hopefully it resonated somewhere with you. And I'll see you tomorrow.